analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know.
Listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose gurus of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think inflation basically is back down to the Fed target.
By pretty much every measure that you look at, current inflation is more than double what our target is.
It's amazing, isn't it? They don't even keep track of each other's lies. So when they go on TV, you think they would check with each. What are you going to lie about today? Well, what are you going? Let's compare so we're on the same page. It's unbelievable. They get the same people on the show, and they're not lined up with each other. So how do you get anything out of these stupid financial shows? It's unbelievable. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Okay, so let's see what Biden said about the economy. Wow, he's optimistic.
I can honestly say I've never been more optimistic about the future of America.
Wrong, 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 wrong. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
Yeah, I think he is medicated. Unbelievable. Think about what he's saying. You got 54% of Americans are using savings to pay their everyday expenses. They got to go into their savings. And he's optimistic? People have pulled $262 billion out of equities. Savings. You know, people are only saving about 2.4% of their disposable income. And he says things are great. This is crazy. $2.9 trillion in commercial loans are upside down. That hasn't even hit. March, job cuts, 319%, up 319%. Nobody's talking about that. Bankruptcies up 45%. They don't want to talk about that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we got 23 manufacturing facilities are shutting down per day. Mortgage lenders, their profits have dropped from 98% to 32%. Durable good orders, that's your big line items, 4 months in a row, a decline. Productivity, huge. Down big time. We haven't seen it this low since 1947. This is crazy what he's saying. We got home equity withdrawals, record 401k withdrawals. I mean, you go on and on till you can fall asleep. I mean, it's unbelievable. There's no good news anywhere. There's no good news anywhere. Now, what is interesting is, did you see today? Autumn brought this to my attention. What a great story. Do you remember going back to Fannie and Freddie? The banks, Fannie and Freddie, they would only purchase mortgages. Like you go to a bank and you get a mortgage, they always sold the mortgage to Fannie and Freddie because then they get their money back and they loan again. But they had to have credit scores of at least 750 or higher. They were really tough. Banks couldn't sell a lot of their mortgages because Fannie and Freddie, but they were like that for years and years, like 50 years. You could not sell a mortgage to them unless they're real quality. And then Fannie, and then Dodd and Frank, they moved in, and they passed legislation or law or whatever, not quite sure, where it forced them to take terrible credit, take lousy credit scores. If you're under 600, not to worry. They'll buy your mortgage. If you're a bank, they'll buy the mortgage from you. The consequence? They went broke. You and I had to come up with $200 billion to bail them out. Well, here they go again. You talk about, if anybody doesn't believe that White House is full of socialists and communists, especially Anita Dunn, who has admitted she's a communist, and Rice, it's another one. If you don't think that they're socialists and communists, catch this. Here's what Biden's doing. If you worked hard your whole life and you're responsible, and you always try to keep your credit scores, I mean, my wife is a fanatic about that, okay? She wants to keep her credit score. And it's important. Credit scores are important. It used to be when you went to get a job, they wanted to see your credit score. Because if you had a high credit score, you were a responsible person. You go to a job and the credit score stinks, you're not going to get hired. Because they know you're not responsible. You can't pay your bills. So what Biden's doing, he's saying, look, if you got a high credit score, you're going to the end of the line when you're trying to get a mortgage. You're going to pay more. But if you have credit scores, I think it's under 680, not to where you go to the front of the line, we're going to cut your expenses for the loan. You're going to get approved. You're going to be first. We're going to take care of you. So if you got lousy credit, don't worry about it. You're not going to get punished. You're going to get rewarded. You are going to get rewarded for having lousy credit. But for all you people who worked hard to keep your credit, we're going to punish you. I couldn't believe that when I read that. Autumn said that to me. I couldn't believe it. I said, here we are, socialism. This is socialism right there, socialism. Isn't that terrible? You talk about disincentivizing somebody to go to work or disincentivizing to do things right. My Lord. And they're, same thing with schools, right? They're teaching our kids in school not to be disciplined, this is nuts. So, but if you go back and take a look at that, back during the Fannie and Freddie days, it was amazing. They destroyed that company. An unbelievable, beautiful company. They destroyed it. Now, the other problem we got, and nobody's talking about, everybody's saying how great the economy is. It's coming in for, soft landing. None of that is true. None of that is true. Remember, Biden, if you don't realize this, Biden he's only been in the Oval Office 26 months. That's it. And he dug an inflation hole that's incredible. After 26 months, the market, if you go look at it, it's stuck in a range. Okay, it goes up 15%, then it goes down 15%. It's in this range. Take a look at it. Why is the market, if the economy's doing so well, why isn't the market reflecting that? It's reflecting the opposite. Because we got big problems because of Biden's monetary policy. I said to everybody yesterday, and I put up a chart, and I showed them. I said, if you don't, we are not going to go up any higher unless we can break out through the S&P. Not just break out through, we'll use 420, not through 420, but it's got to hold. It's got to have high volume. Every time they try to do it, it fails. There's no follow through. There's no buyers. There's no volume. The Qs, you got to get up through 334, 335 and hold. It's easy to break through, but you got to hold. And if they don't hold, then this market's going to go down looking for new lows. So remember those numbers. Look on your spiders, S&P. Look at 418, 420 right there. And then on the Qs, look around 334. These are important because if they break out through those numbers, we should get a big short covering rally, huge rally, and we'll catch that. But the problem is, I'll tell you the problem when we get back right after this break. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this. But it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, you know, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, we're talking about everybody's looking at the market now, and they're saying, everything's fine. We're going to come in for a soft landing. You hear what they're saying. That's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Because here's the problem. If you take, when Biden came into office, he put us in a huge inflation hole. I mean, we never seen anything like this before. I mean, his spending going wild, his debt, his deficits caused tremendous inflation. Then all the programs he put in place. You're talking 42-year high inflation. We've never seen that before. That's an inflation hole. So Powell is trying to dig us out. So what do you do to dig us out of inflation? You start raising the short-term Fed rate. You keep raising it a little bit at a time. You're trying to fight inflation. So every time Powell's trying to fight inflation, raising rates, he's digging us out of the hole. Biden's on behind him, taking a shovel of dirt and filling it back in because he's adding more debt, more deficits. This is a major problem. And that's why you're not going to see this market break out, big volume, hold, be sustainable, run, make new highs. Because that doesn't happen when you have an inflation hole. And Biden doesn't care. His administration doesn't care about inflation. Their head is with this green energy. That's all they think about. So we have now the highest level of additional sustainable debt in American history. So how are you going to rally the market and be sustainable? $73 trillion. This is an additional $73 trillion budget spending, $58 trillion increase of taxes. This is great, unbelievable. And $14 trillion additional deficits. Deficits kill you. Deficits kill your economic growth. Deficits kill your wage increases. Deficits increase more inflation. The consequences is not just inflation, not just increased interest rates, not just a slowing economy, but remember what happens. The Fed rate was at 0. So the Fed would take that money and loan it to its investment banks, commercial banks, like J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. They would take that zero interest money, they didn't have to pay for it, and they would add 3% to that money, and they would loan it to additional banks like State Street, First Republic, and Citizens. And then those banks would turn around and take that 3% and loan it to their customers. So that's 6%. But we're not at 0 anymore. We got to add 5% on top of that 6. That's 11%. What are you, nuts? But banks can't do that. That's the problem. That's why banks are losing money. They'd have no customers. Customers can't pay that. So the problem is Biden's deficits, Biden's inflation, Biden's crazy spending has got us into this point where keeping interest rates too low for too long, that was a big problem. That caused a lot of inflation. So bank customers, when they go to buy a car, or they go to buy, whatever they buy, it's too expensive for them right now because it's not 0. And then then add on to that the prime rate of 3 to your bank, and then your bank is going to charge you 3, so that's just 6. No, you got to add 5 to that. That becomes a real problem. Biden tries to blame all this inflation on you, the consumers. Oh, people are consuming too much. What? Insane. Now, they keep on saying their number one concern, okay, is the economy. I mean, not the economy, the green energy, the climate. Are they nuts? Here's their big problem. Small businesses, especially new startup businesses, they're the job creators. And then the existing small businesses that already been existing, the backbone of our nation, they're the ones that grows the economy. They're the ones that create jobs, and they're screwed. Again, why your stock market's not going to go up. And if it does, it won't be sustainable, and we're going to go lower. Again, zero. Add your bank, okay, gets the money for zero. Going to add on 3 points. That's prime rate. Then they end up lending it, right, to customers. That's 8%. So now where we are is those small startup businesses can't start up. And if they do start up, they can't exist. They go out of business because they need lines of credit. You got to have lines of credit to exist in business. So Biden, big deficits, all this spending, all this debt has caused, all this inflation has caused us to go from 0 to 5%. That's the Fed rate. Now add on 3% for the prime rate at the bank, and then the bank's going to turn around and add, you, the customer. That's why there's going to be little lending. And that's why what's happening is there's so little lending right now. Powell's saying, hey, to his banks, member banks, look, we need you to fill your reserves up again. Stop lending. Pull back. Take that money back. Take it out of the system. Don't be loaning it. Leave little money in your system to loan. And with little money in the system to loan, with less loans, everybody's fighting for it. Interest rates are going up. So what they're trying to do is increase interest rates. And when we're in a worse economic growth, when small businesses are being choked because they can't get reasonable lines of credit rates, and people are sitting there on this fake business news network and tell us how things are okay or everything's fine. Everything's perking up?
I do not think we're in a recession by any means. I think if you look at some of the economic data, it's actually perking up.
What data is she looking at? She's an idiot. Unbelievable. Hey, join my gang. We can help you. PhilsGang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. PhilsGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With PhilsGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to PhilsGang.com. PhilsGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at PhilsGang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The anxiety that the market had before that may have caused a lot of Americans, a lot of consumers to pull back their spending is starting to ease.
Where's the easing? Do you see interest rates easing? I don't see interest rates easing. Interest rates are still going up. So why do they say that? Well, they're paid to say that. They're not telling you the truth. Now, you got to continue to watch. If you want the truth, watch the 10-year Treasury yield. That's where you'll get the truth. Now, if you remember, we were shorting all the tech stocks. Not all of them, but in the techs. We were shorting techs, and we're doing really well shorting the techs. Then just before the bank earnings come out, they turn around, financially engineer the market, push the yields back up because they want the banks to lead the market. Not doing a very good job, is it? No, not at all. The banks are in deep trouble. You remember I told you the other day that they said the banks, the loans were $300 billion upside down? That's a bold-faced lie. Not true. Those are the ones that they recognize. But what about the ones they don't recognize? They keep on the balance sheet. $1.7 trillion still on the balance sheet, not disclosed. And so it's sitting off $1.7 trillion, another balance sheet. Oh, we don't see it. No, we don't know that. That's not ours. It's somebody else. All this funny business is going on, but you got to watch those yields. The yields will tell you, should you be in the banks? Should you be in the tech stocks? Should you be in gold or oil? And oil, be very, very careful with oil. I was looking at some oil stocks today, and that's one group that we do trade. And all we're doing right now in these oil stocks, take for example, like, which one was it? I think it's Conoco. If you look at Conoco, they started to rally it. All you could get out of it was a swing trade. And then it started to fall apart. All these oil stocks, remember I told you, don't chase these oil stocks. It's not where you want to be. Because they made a big story of these oil stocks. Hey, they're going to bring up prices on oil, right? OPEC, they're going to cut back, and they're going to increase the oil prices, OPEC. Now, we had a big gap in the market. Remember the market gapped up on March 30th? Everyone thought it was going to go through the roof. Well, guess what? It's going to come back and fill that gap in. And if you were trading, you knew what you were doing, you had the right charts. When that took off, when the oil started to take off, okay, I think what day it was? I think it was around March 30, gapped up. It never turned, it stayed red. It stayed red. So it told you that this thing wasn't going to hold. And then she turned green a little bit, okay? And then she started to come right back down again. So these oils, be very careful with these oils. What you should do every morning is make sure before you, I know a lot of you are running, okay, to all these, what do you want to call them? You run to all these consumer staples and discretionary. Be very, very careful with them. Very careful with them. What you should do is use what they call the ETF. Symbol I'll give it to you, XLY. And if you're thinking of buying a staple or discretionary, pull it up on your chart. And if right now they're trading the ETFs around 148. If it breaks 144, and then if it takes out if it takes out like 142, you're in deep trouble. It's not a place to hide. There's no place to hide, okay? So a lot of you are buying the same stocks, Coke, and I know Coke's going, I get all that. But when everything goes down, it's going to start going down. If we can't break out, I told you, if we can't break out on the S&P, and what we mean by that, breaking out, get big short covering. Remember, these stocks went up about halfway of their range, and they couldn't go any further because there's too much overhang, okay? And what that means is if a stock, let's say, the top of the stock is 100, right? And you're trading it up, you're at like 30, 40, you get to 50. And the top range is 100. Now you're at 50. That's halfway up. Most of that gain came from people who were shorting the stock, and then they took their profits. That's what pushed it up. It's called the 50% rule. And it's very difficult to get beyond that, because above you, you have massive sellers who made mistakes, who bought in downtrends. See, a lot of people keep buying. When you keep hearing from these guys on a fake business network, they say, buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. Check your trend. They're telling you buy on dips when the trend is going down. And all these tourist traders are getting killed with that. If you're going to buy on a dip, you got to be doing it with an uptrend. And we'll show you how to do that. Just join my gang, for God's sakes. I mean, so what I'm seeing right here now is, please look at that XLY, and I'll give you another number on that right now. Here, let me get you a correct number. Okay, if it drops below 144, you do not want to be in staples, okay? You do not want to be in Coke and Pepsi, and all those are discretionary stocks, okay? Energy is another one in the morning. Always look at energy. Just use your ETF, XLE. It's failing. It's already failing. It already broke out through two moving averages. Right now it's trading at around $6. Let me see. Yeah, about $6.14. And if that breaks and breaks below the 200-day moving average near about, let's see, yeah, it'd be about, it's trading around $86, right? Yeah, $86. And if it breaks below 82, you better be careful. So if you're in these all these oil stocks, you're going to get stomped on. Okay, so please, I hope you wrote those numbers down, because I know a lot of you gotten into oil because they got you all excited. Oil's going up, they're raising price. That's a whole bunch of crap, okay? Oil's not going to go anywhere, because when they keep raising prices, that doesn't mean there's going to be demand. Oil means demand. You need to have demand in oil to be sustainable. So that's your energy. And your banks, I already told you about your banks. Your banks are dead on arrival. I mean, they're dead, okay? All we've had right here is some short covering. And same thing, if you take your banks and take the symbol XLF, the ETF, and just measure, okay, from where we were a year ago, let's say go to where it was around 37.11, okay, the bottom was around 30, and now it's around 33. About halfway, I think, is going to be around $34. It's going to be a tough battle to get from 34 back up to 37. See, people don't understand that. When they look on their chart, they see it's all black. No, it's not black. That's people. Those are all people in there who made a hell of a mistake buying on dips. So that's called overhang. So again, from where we are now, if you get to 34, it's got to break out. It's got to break out of that 34, okay? And I don't know how it's going to break and take all those sellers out. So again, same thing. And if you look at XLF, it's under your moving averages. So a lot of you are going to get killed in your oils. Okay, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed in your banks. You're going to get killed in your oil. The bank stocks, like I said, XLF, that's the ETF. Until that breaks up, keep watching your XLF on the banks, and if it breaks above 34.29 with a lot of volume, you may be all right. There's nothing going to go anywhere except gold, because again, you got Biden, who's out there. He's like numb. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand economics. He never held a job. He never built anything. He's never done anything. He doesn't. He knows nothing. The man knows. He knows how to sell his name and make millions. Give him credit for that. But he doesn't know anything about the economy, how it works. And he's got people in the White House. They're not there for you or me for the economy. They're there to push an agenda of socialism. So what you need to make money in the market and be protected is understand how the market works. So we'll help you with that. Join the gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. Help yourself, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the .com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Okay, thank you. Join my gang. Go to philsgang.com, okay? And it's 10 days. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. You'll learn how to use our Pro 2 color-coded chart. It's a wonderful tool because you can see if the money's going in or not. Now, if you take that tool and work it with your bond market, the yield, it's so important to watch that bond market every day. I mean, you don't have to guess. I mean, if you look at anything like basics, we know that if for banks to go up, you need yields going up, okay? Or the banks aren't going to go up. You got to have yields going up. That's why they're artificially trying to push the yields up now. They switched from banks. See, this is all financially engineered. So they're trying to push those yields up to get those banks up. They're not going up for the right reasons. There's no good. The earnings aren't any good. I'm talking about going forward, not these earnings. I'm talking about going forward are going to be worse. But nobody wants to believe that. See, they keep wanting to believe these people on these fake business networks. Everything's fine. I mean, it's human nature. You don't want to hear me tell the truth. I mean, I don't mean it that way, but I mean, you'd rather hear somebody on CNBC or somebody on Fox Business Time, everything's okay. Everything's going to be okay. And I get that. Everybody gets that. You want to feel good. Okay? You want to feel good. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Because if you know the truth, then together we can make sure we'll end up on the right side of it, making money. See, you can't make money in this business by listening to these guys on the Fake Business Network. If you want to make money in this business, the easiest way to do it is buy the spiders and do nothing else but stay with the spiders all year. Buy them and stay with them for 10 years. keep putting money in the spiders. When they go down, short them. That's all you got to learn is how to short the spiders, for God's sakes. I've been saying this for 50 years. You can't get it across to folks. They just want to go buy Apple. And I'm telling you, people in Apple, beware. Remember, I said this, okay, on March 19th. For those who are in Apple, for those who are in Microsoft, okay, Meta, okay, Google, you're going to get slaughtered when this market breaks, because what's going to happen when these banks drop, and they're going to collapse, okay, the tech stocks, they're not going to go up. They're going to go down. These bank stocks are in deep trouble. They're doing a good job hiding it. 10% of our banks should be closed. But see, what they're doing, instead of closing them, they're funding them. That's more inflation. So they got to keep interest rates going up to fight inflation. So that means when interest rates were zero, like I said in the beginning of the show, when interest rates were zero, the Fed rate's zero, and they're selling money to the banks at zero, right, to the commercial banks at zero, then they would take in that money and they would tack on 3%, and they would sell it to other commercial banks. And then those commercial banks would tack on another 3%, right? And then sell it to the customer. So you're at 6%. We're not at 6% anymore because we're not at zero anymore. So we've gone from, say, 6%, the Fed, zero. They gave it over to the commercial banks, right? They're going to tack on 3% to sell it to other nice banks, especially overnight. And those banks are going to turn around and tack on 3% to sell it to you for cars and whatever you need, right? But then when you add 5%, that's the best way to look at it. You're screwed. And remember, we got these terrible headwinds from Biden. And that American Rescue Plan, the Inflation Reduction Act, the Omnibus Bill, they were horrible. $2 trillion, $1 trillion, $2 trillion. We have no money for it. We either got to print it or we got to borrow it, and we did. And that caused huge deficits in debt. Bottom line, we got the worst people in the White House. They're dumb. They're dummies. All they think about is socialism and this green crap. That's all they think about. They don't think, there's nobody in that White House that has a brain to sit down and figure, okay, let's see where we are here. Holy God, look at the debt, look at the deficits. My God, the consequences are going to be severe. We haven't even started. Higher inflation, higher interest rates. And that's going to, everybody's borrowing costs are going to go up. There's not going to be any economic growth. People have no idea what's facing them. And all you need to be equipped for that is learn how to sell short. And again, if you buy the spiders and do nothing but stay in the spiders, my Lord, you would do terrific. But all you got to do is learn how to short and how to watch the bond market. I swear to you, okay, if you join our gang and do nothing but the spiders and learn how to interpret the bond market, what it's saying to you, never lies to you. Stocks always lie to you, not the bond market. If you learn to understand that bond market and you understand the Pro 2, and all you do is learn how to sell short, you would never go into a 401k or anything again. Because you'll make consistent money, whether the market's going up or down. There's no way that you can't get a return of at least minimum of 7% if you stay with your, again, your spiders. And everybody who's done that and been in these spiders for 5 years or more, they go, oh, thank God I've done that. Thank God I make money all the time. But if you're not willing to learn how to sell short, then you might as well forget it. Might as well forget it. Shorting is what makes the difference. Doesn't that make sense? If stocks go down, people stay in the stock and they hope. They hope. They're always in a hope mode. I hope it. They call their broker. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? It's just like people, you can talk to your brains fried and say, why are you buying on a dip when the trend's going down? Remember when they were all saying, remember when the market started to crash in January 2022 and it was all over for the tech stocks and they started to go straight down 38%, and they kept telling you, buy in the dip, buy in the dip, buy in. What I kept saying to you, don't listen to them. Don't buy in the dip, because we're in a downtrend. That started in January 2022, actually started in November of 2021. Remember that? And they kept saying, buy in the dip, buy in the dip. People lost a ton of money, especially the tourist investor. Look, we got the worst federal government ever because they do nothing well. Look at the waste and fraud, $250 billion. They're so incompetent. They're inefficient. They rig the market system. That's all they do. They rig the market system. And then they take the financial news and they rig that. Everything's lies, everything's deception. But you don't have to worry about that if you're in the spiders. I mean, you put it on a chart. Is it green or red? It's green, you buy. Red, you don't. Then you take and look on your bond market on the yields. Are the yields going up or the yields going down? Really simple. It's so simple. But see, they make it so complicated because they want you to need them. The only way this market has never corrected, understand that, we never corrected in 2008, and we're paying for all that inflation for 13 years. It was a joke. For 13 years, this market went up almost every day, the tech stocks, because of QE. You have to pay for that inflation. And you think it's over? We're going to go for a soft landing? Are you kidding me? A soft landing? That's going to be like being in a car and hitting a wall at 1,000 miles an hour. Soft landing. Unbelievable. Join my gang. We'll help you with your stock picks, and we'll help you through this. Check it. 10 days free. Phil'sGang.com.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.